Hey, good morning. So we're out here today in Waiawa. Pronunciation is not great. Outside Honolulu in Hawaii on the island of Oahu. We've come out because we are here for the Dole Plantation. Dole, we know it, pineapple, various other things as well. But there's a few attractions here. This is a very sought after day out if you are in Hawaii. We're really looking forward to it. We've got a maze, we've got a train that we're hoping to ride. I think that's a long queue though, and various other attractions, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you guys do enjoy the video throughout, give a thumbs up, do appreciate it. Really does help us out a lot, and it'd be great if you could hit the subscribe button, bell icon to be notified when we post all new videos. Let's go and eat all the pineapple. Oh, you got this awesome looking photo opportunities just out here. And Dole Plantation since July 28th, 1900. So we're looking at 120 years of history today. So as I said, you've got a few attractions. You've got the garden maze, you've got the Pineapple Express, and you've got the plantation garden tour. So we're going to see if we can get on all of these. We just saw a sign that said it's an hour wait for the train, but we're going to see what we can do. So here we've got the attraction prices. It's broken down into three sections: the world's largest maze, they call it, the Pineapple Express,
81.
and the Plantation Garden Tour. And then you can do combo deals as well: 19, 13, 15, 18, and 26. A little bit of background on them. The maze was recognised in 2008 as the world's record at more than 3 acres. It's a 20-minute train tour, which lasts for 2 miles. And then the Plantation Garden Tour, this is a walking tour that gives you up close hundreds of plants and trees. So we got our tickets right at the entrance, so we can just walk straight up to the platform. Pineapple Express. I've not actually seen that film, so I'm wondering if that has any relation to the Pineapple Express here. I'm very excited for this. Fiji fan palm. So we've already got like all the cool plants and everything around here.
Children that were not ticketed must be placed on an off-lot for safety purposes. If you have strollers, walkers, wheelchairs, please bring them over to the boarding area and we'll transport those items.
So one of the things they did say is there is sometimes quite a wait for the train. They actually advise you to do it first in the day, which we're in the queue for it now. We've only waited about 10 minutes really. I'm imagining there's 2 trains in operation, 2 or 3. It's a 2-mile track, so you can get a few on there. Do it first, you'll get in, and then get everything done fairly quick.
Aloha, and welcome aboard the Pineapple Express train tour. This 2-mile, 22-minute train ride will take you through a working plantation of pineapple and other crops, often featuring fields at all stages of growth, from planting to harvest. To our right are the grounds of the Plantation Garden Tour, where guests can take a leisurely stroll through 8 different mini gardens and get an up-close view of a variety of plants, flowers, and native species while listening to stories about life on the plantation and Hawaiian heritage. Lived, trained, and fought for control of the island. Oahu was also the birthplace of royal family members. Roughly translated, the name Wazua means place of grumbling. The other half is shipped primarily to the west coast of the United States, where some pineapple even make its way to the fresh pineapple sold in a store in your hometown, perfect for growing pineapple. Now, some of you may be wondering why the soil is reddish in color. Well, it's because the decomposed volcanic ash in the soil results in high amounts of oxidized iron, which in turn causes the reddish tint. If you haven't noticed, there's a large reservoir out here. It's called the Tanana Reservoir and was constructed in the early 1900s. The reservoir holds roughly 155 million gallons of water and is used to irrigate the pineapple fields and other agricultural crops in this area. James Dole arrived in Hawaii in 1899, and the following year he bought a 61-acre tract of land right here in Oahu, where he established his first pineapple plantation. Early on, James Dole knew there would be a huge market for pineapple outside of Hawaii. However, the only way to reach this market was to pack and seal the pineapple in cans. As a result, in 1901, James Dole built a pineapple cannery here in Oahu, which marked the start of the Hawaiian Pineapple Company. Several years later, in 1907, the cannery was relocated to Honolulu Harbor, closer to the labor pool, shipping ports, and supplies. The Honolulu Cannery, at one time the world's largest cannery, remained in operation until 1991. As the demand for pineapple grew, so did the need for more land. So, in 1922, James Dole bought the island of Lanai and converted it from a cactus-covered island with 150 people to the largest pineapple plantation in the world.
And as we exit the train, we've got this little pond here. All these fish. So cool. So if you get the opportunity to come to the Dole Plantation, do not miss the train. Do not miss the train. That was so cool. We got so many facts. We saw all kinds of different plants as well. We saw pineapples, we saw bananas, cocoa, lime, lemon, everything. We saw loads of stuff. It was a lot of fun. It takes about 20 minutes on the Grand Circle tour, but definitely worth it. This is quite cool. It's one of those. This is how far places are. So just going to take a tour of the pineapple shop. Dole shop here. Show you some of the merchandise that they have. I'm not sure you really need a hoodie like this in Hawaii, so you won't have many locals here. Ooh, plumio plants, that's cool. Can holders, alcohol,
They don't smell good.
candles.
Can I just be normal and get a size small so I can wear it with jeans? I mean, I can still
Loads and loads of clothing in here. And the actual shop is pretty cool as well. You've got all these cans dotted around the top. Dole Plantation logo stuff. Loads of soft toys with Hawaii Plantation. They've also got a number of these jewellery and trinket shops dotted around as well. And then towards the back of the store, this is where you get more of the food items. This is in the Plantation Mall. Souvenir penny, sadly that's out of order. Chocolate covered pineapples, macadamia. Then over here you can also get some Dole style food. Kalua barbecue pork, teriyaki chicken, chili frank, hamburger steak. Zoom in as well. Those dishes are just shy of $20 each, and then you've got the soft serve, $7.50, waffle bowl, $13.50, pineapple chili dog. So you've got quite a few items in here. And you get this cool cup as well. So another one of the things we got here is a pineapple demonstration. So they'll show you how to cut, carve, and make up a pineapple. Again, you've got all these little trinket areas just around here. And over in the back, this is where they will give you the pineapple demonstration. We got ourselves some food in the shop. We've got this little cup with sliced pineapple in it. We wanted to get a sipper cup, pineapple sipper cup, but they didn't have any of them available. And then we also got this chocolate dipped Dole Whip, essentially, which looks just incredible. I'm surprised he didn't drop it when he dipped it in. It looks awesome. And these were $9.50 each, so we're looking at $19 for the two. Then you've got tax to pay on top of that. So now I'm going to head into the garden tour. This is the same kind of entrance as the train tour. You just take a right rather than the left. They do also have an audio tour available by scanning the QR code on your smartphone. So just taking a walk through the garden tour now, and they're going to give us a few facts about all of the different plants that they've got here, how they grow them, how they harvest them if they do need harvesting. So this is about the tea plant, tea leaf plant. It's a member of the lily family. So from here you see sort of parts of the train tour as well. You're obviously not going as far back. It's like there's a roasting smell as we're walking through as well, which is quite cool. We've got banana plants. And if you look up there, you can see the bananas. Minions would be happy. It's quite a weird layout. There's no kind of set route, and then we now just kind of go cross country to have a look at this sign up here. It's interesting how these routes aren't actually underground or anything, but here we've got signs talking about the harvesting, so the infield harvester, and then we got the self-propelled harvester as well. So whilst you're on the train, you do go past these, as you can see the track just going through those flowers there. So the self-propelled harvester was used on the plantation fields on the island of Lanai during the late 1980s. So it's designed after vegetable and grape harvesters. So everything is picked by hand here and planted by hand. So it's a lot of work, but I mean, you only actually get a crop every 18 months. So they don't actually harvest as many here as you'd think they would. So here we've got a little bit of information on James Dole. He was the sort of founder of the Dole company. Came to Hawaii in 1899. I believe we heard he died, 1958 at the age of 80. He founded the Hawaiian Pineapple Company, and that's now known over the world as the Dole Food Company. So a lot of the facts that you read here are actually what you will hear on the audio guide of the train as well. Native species garden, a variety of native plants that can be found throughout the area from Waiwa to the North Shore. So the Koa, the Wahuka, Leua, and that's what these look like. Ooh, taro. So taro is quite a delicacy here, and I'm guessing this is what it looks like. It's quite an interesting plant, if that's the one in front of us here. Hibiscus garden, that's what this is. Number of varieties of hibiscus. Papaya. Up there we got a papaya growing, which is quite cool. Just on the east side of the garden tour, you've got these Hala pandanus plants, which are quite cool. They're trees basically, but the roots kind of scatter off, which is really awesome to see. They look really interesting. Here you've got blue ginger as well. And then just up here we've got a sign about coffee. So coffee has been grown in Hawaii since the 1800s and found on all the major islands. In the spring, following heavy rains, coffee plants produce small fragrant white flowers. So that's why we're not really seeing any coffee flowers here at the moment, because we are here sort of autumn, fall time of the year. If there's anything that you get here and you think, oh, I can miss that, it's not an issue, the garden tour so far, I think, as every fact that we heard on that is, every fact that we read in the garden tour is effectively available to hear on the train. I don't think you really need to worry about going in there or anything. If you get the bundle ticket, do it, but otherwise you could leave it and be fine. So we're just going to head into the maze. Now we've got a number of points to tick off in the maze. You can also download this free map as well. I'll just show you what the maze looks like. You've got a pineapple in the middle. One thing to note as well, obviously the maze is outside, so this has the potential to get pretty toasty. This is the world's largest maze apparently, and here I really wish I had a drone to get a bird's eye view of this, but this is like a pineapple planter. And then around the outside you've got all of these little entrances. The little pergolas are the entrances to certain areas of the maze. It's not really like a super high maze, so with a little bit of jumping you could probably get over the top. Not to jump over the top or anything, but just to see where you are wayfinding. So you get to your marker, you find what it says, you read your facts obviously, and then you put your stencil in, and it goes up as high as it will go.
Do you want to do it, or do you want me to?
You can do it. And then you make your stencil, and then you've got a little sun. That's how you get your marker. So now we're going to head to the top left marker, just above where my finger is, on the little crosshead over there. So the island of Niihau. And we've got some interesting facts here, and then we've got our next stencil, which is the sea urchin. So the next one we found is the island of Kauai. The island is also known as the Garden Island. The Hawaii state tree is the kukuia tree, also known as the candlenut tree. And then British explorer Captain James Cook landed in Kauai, Waimea Bay in 1778. And our next one is pineapple. So the next one talks about the island of Molokai. Talks about Papohako Beach on Molokai. It's one of Hawaii's largest white sand beaches. The Hawaii state fish is the... I am never going to be able to pronounce that. I'm glad they have it in English.
Long? What is it?
Also known as the reef triggerfish. Molokai is home to some of the highest sea cliffs in the world along its northeast coast, and is said to be the birthplace of hula. So our next one was the fish. So we found the other one. This is in the top left of the map. The island of Kehauaolowai. So it has no permanent population, sorry. It's used by military for bombing exercises until 1994. And then it was returned to the state of Hawaii. It's the smallest of the main Hawaiian islands, only 12 miles long and 45 square miles. General public access is prohibited, and the Hawaii state insect is this butterfly, which is native to Hawaii. And then we've got our stencil down here, which is a train. Back in the centre by the pineapple now, and we're going to go on the hunt for the last 3. These ones are going to be a little bit of a pain because this is the entrance here, and then you've got to get all the way down there for another one. The island of Lanai. The island of Lanai was once known as the Pineapple Island. Under the leadership of James Dole, it was once the world's foremost grower and exporter of pineapples, producing 75% of the world's pineapples. One of the smaller inhabited islands in Hawaii. It's a little over 140 square miles. And the state mammal is the endangered Hawaiian monk seal. And then we've got a hula girl inside the train at the moment. So our next one is the island of Oahu. This is where we are now. So it's the gathering place. It's the 3rd largest Hawaiian island and is home to the majority of the population. The North Shore is one of the most famous stretches of coastline in the world for surfers and extreme sports enthusiasts. And we found the secret station on the island of Oahu. And it's a warrior. So the final one is the island of Maui. It's also known as the Valley Isle. Haleakala is the island of Maui. It's the largest dormant volcano in the world. The seaport town of Lahaina on the island of Maui served as the centre of government for the Hawaiian monarchy in the early 1800s. And it's been voted the best island in the world by numerous publications. And our final one is... a palm tree. So that was such an awesome day exploring the Dole Plantation. We had a lot of fun. Get on the train. You have to ride the train at all costs. It's like a 45-minute wait now, so try and get here first thing in the morning. It opens at 9:30. You can purchase tickets from 9:15. You can't buy anything online. It's all on the day. But get on the train first. If you want to miss anything at all, miss the garden tour, because that offers the same facts and whatnot as the train, but the train is just awesome. And we just had a lot of fun doing the maze. I would say if you are going to do the maze, bring an umbrella with you to shade yourself from the sun, because it is treacherously hot at the moment and it's not fun being out in the sun for that long, bearing down on you. But hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, I'd love for you to give us a thumbs up. To appreciate it, really helps out a lot. And it'd be great if you could hit the subscribe button, bell icon, to be notified when we post all new videos. We'll see you on the other side. Thanks.